YouTube family, we are back with another video, and today's a good one. I'm happy about this one. Now, before I continue, I just need to send a message to folks out there. This channel is dedicated and is, how should I say? This channel is for a specific audience in a specific group. The logic behind watching somebody who triggers you is illogical, but we also live in the world in 2024 where literally all logic has left the majority of the world, and we all living in la la land in a fantasy land. And I've had, well, just like with any good video, you always get one troll, and for some reason we are programmed to ignore all the positive comments and positive feedback and just hone in and focus on the negative feedback. I don't know why we're wired like that as humans, but we have to grow. And of course, because of the crowd that I attacked in my last two videos, you just have very specific individuals who are still triggered, and they find no logic and no type of, they not understanding anything that's being produced in these videos. While you have others who understood exactly my angle, where I was coming from, and everything that I said once I broke it down. So once you break something down to a T and folks still don't understand it, there's no hope. There's no hope, and there's no hope for this community. But nonetheless, I think I found the perfect build for myself. Now, I know I said there's no such thing as a perfect build, but I go into the builder a lot because I want to give myself a chance to stop anything. Because the issue is, when you're playing a random game like this one, and even though a meta is set, even though there's a lot of YouTubers and content creators who endorse their following to play a certain type of way, or inspire their following to play a certain type of way, there's always some outliers that pull up to the board or pull up to the court, and you have to be able to have something for them as well. And so I made a build that not only in the first day of using this build, I was able to go from your, casual hoop thing, the black, to the purple. I also was able to go from a 90 to a 93 with just strictly online playing, which some of you may know that's very difficult to do, especially in random rec, because you have to have very good games in order to do that. And see, for me, I found a build that fits me. Build may not fit y'all. Everybody has their own play style, everybody knows what they do, but this build fits me, right? So as we go into the builder here, I made a point guard. I made him 6'7". Sorry, let me move over. He's 6'7", 230, 6'8". Now you're saying, well, this you're probably saying this is a specific thing. Well, it is. This is the Luka Doncic template, but I tweaked it. I tweaked it to match as the comment to say the meta in the game. And it's crazy because I'll make this player. I'll show you guys how I made this player, and then those individuals still gonna flock back just to say how bad the player is, how much they'll cook the player, and 9 times out of 10 them jokers probably don't even play this game, and if they do, they play park or career. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, here we go. Right, like I said, I took the Luka Doncic template. I kept some things the same while also removing other things, right? And as you can see, I decided to go with this. The reason why I went with this type of play style or this type of stuff is simple, and I'll explain it to you. I went with driving layup, 60 and 68 close shots, strictly to get fearless finisher on gold while also getting giant slayer on Hall of Fame. Literally on silver, we get float game, we get scooper, we get pretty good badges to be in the paint. I think dunking costs too much in this game to be able to do it, and if you're not really precision dunking, what are you dunking for, right? Layups, I think, take more skill because you have to legit be open to lay up the ball, right? So that's what that is. Now I got 86 mid-range shots, which gives you shooting badges, midi magician, guard up, comeback kids, dead eye and blinders with gold catch and shoot. With an 83 pointer, my game is not predicated around a 3-point shot. I don't need the 3-point shot to actually be able to score in this game. And then the 82 free throw, because that's just where the extra points left went. Now this is where my excitement comes, the 96 pass accuracy. Because I was under the impression that you have to make a 99 pass accuracy player in order to have Hall of Fame dimer. But you don't. You have to have 96. And you get gold needle, and you get gold bailout. With all the other passes, the relay passer, special delivery touchback. I don't know about y'all, but it's generating a lot of points. And this is what we're discussing in my next video. It's generating a lot of points. That's a skill to me. people think scoring 40 points or having a stat line when your team got 40, and I mean when you have 40 plus and everybody on your team has below 10, they think that's a skill. I think it's a skill when I don't even have to score and I still dominate a game, which I'll show you in my next video today, because we spamming today. Now I went with 96 pass because I not only get to help my teammates, but I get to do both. Not gold bailout. When you understand, when you start to see the gameplays of how I play, gold bailout is a must for me, because I'll take some layups or I'll get downhill and people like to help, but then people try to do that fake help. You know, that fake help where they bought the help and then they run out at the last minute. Well, me, I'm gonna go up with the layup. So when you jump, then I icon bail out to whoever you left. That's gonna be a good bucket, right? 85 ball handle gives you the ability to get some type of dribbling animations that you could work with, while also giving you silver blow by and silver speed booster, which is the next tier below the meta tier or the elite tier as far as gold. Speed with ball is a 75. You still able to get hyperdrive, triple strike, speed booster, and blow by. And you know, people really be, you know, the craziest thing about it is this game is predicated on badges, and folks still look at attributes like they matter. The attributes only matter for the badge that you want to get. You get what I'm saying? So me being 6'7", as we seen in my last video, I have already sacrificed not having gold unpluckable. Now I could have put post control to 92 to get gold unpluckable, but what's the point of having post control if you're not going to play in a post? But playing in a post as a point guard defeats the whole purpose of making a point guard, because while you're playing in a post, you're going to be surrounded by fake guards. You get what I'm saying? You want to be the center. Everybody else got to be a guard because you want to be the center. But that's neither here nor there. So 75 speed with ball. People looking like, oh, that's crazy. Well, I have silver blow by and silver speed booster and silver hyperdrive. The next tier, the very next tier takes it to gold. But look at what you got to have. You got to have 83 speed with ball or in 87 acceleration or 86 speed. I can't even get to that. So this build is not built for that. Now we go to the defense. 82 interior. Why do you have 82 interior? You see why. So now when you do run into those outliers who want to, you know, post up, post spin, drop step, there's a badge here that you could possibly win. You give yourself a chance to stop an individual who wants to post score you in the game at the one. And not only can you stop the person you're guarding, but with this 82 interior defense with post lockdown on gold and my 82 strength, I am now viable to switch onto regular players now, which makes defense just a little bit easier now. Because now, when you want to run a pick and roll with your big, and that's a big doofus anyway you're running with, so all he known for is holding circle or B the entirety of the game to let you get off and roll to the basket. Now I can switch off of that and be able to hold him, because we know he ain't gonna have no post control because you the one with it. And we know he ain't gonna have no post control because he's a stretch, because he has to benefit you. So he's gonna have to see about me too, because he's a center in 2K, and we know all they want to do is drop step. That's all they got in their repertoire is a drop step. The only time you see a center do something else is when he's doing a post, hop shot, fadeaway. That's it. Or the hook shot from the foul line that he's gonna green every time. That's it. So now I'm viable to switch on everybody. Then we still got the 93 perimeter defense, which gives us every defensive badge, perimeter oriented gold, which means I can hold my own against everybody on the court now, which makes me happy, because now I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage, which means now when I get cooked, I really won't have anything to say anymore, because I have the set badges to guard everybody on the court. 60 still, you have to sacrifice something. You have to sacrifice something. I don't really reach for the ball anyway, and positioning in this game now has opened up the body bump steals. They're becoming very active now. So I just gave myself 60 steal just to get interceptor on bronze. You know what I'm saying? Just to get interceptor on bronze, be able to play a lane. Hey, what's up? 42 block, that's just the maximum you have to have in order to have the interior defense where you're at, and I need that interior defense for the post lockdown. And then 60 defensive rebound, strictly because being 6'7", 230, when you actually are in the paint, you want to be able to animate to be able to do something to it. And I can box out, you know, everybody, because I have box out beast as well as rebound chaser. So that helps out. Speed 81, that's for speed booster, of course, and that kind of makes you faster. Off ball, max out my acceleration at 77, but that's enough to give me fast feet, and that's just enough to be viable. 82 strength, that gives me the extra stuff, That gives me bulldozer, that gives me physical handles, that gives me box out beast, that gives me immovable forcer, which is very important when you're playing defense. As you can see, improves the defensive player's strength when defending ball handlers and finishers. And then I also get brick wall, so if I happen to set an off-ball screen on somebody, you might get drained a little bit, right? And we close out with a 51 vertical, which I don't need at all. Oh, I do, I need it for the speed. I need 51 for the 81 speed. And then we have 95 stamina, which gives us everything else. So yeah, I think I made the build that I'll be most happy with, because I'll be able to at least put myself in a better position to defend everything. And now I'm the big guy on campus. Now I'm the one that is bigger than you, and now I get to walk around and say that I'm better than you. Because what people don't understand is I like to give people a chance to showcase their skill. So I'll make stuff, I'll make builds that I know aren't meta, just to showcase to certain people that you're not that good. That's why I was running with a 6'3" player for the majority of the year, because nobody was really that good. I was running with this player for the pretty much entirety of season 2, or what season we in? Really, season 4. For the entirety of this season, I've been running with this guy. But somewhere, somehow, and these are for, and I had a comment that told me, why don't you just put interior defense on your players? Well, look, that's the highest my interior defense can go, but that still doesn't help me stop somebody who wants to post score or somebody who's rim running. I'm 6'3", so I maxed out everything I can do at a 6'3" guard. Maxed it all out to be able to stop people. Maxed it all out, but people see what they want to see and hear what they want to hear, because they want to listen to respond, not listen to hear. They would just want to listen to respond. So they're just finding something that you're saying or you're doing so they can respond to it. And now you're going back and forth. And then once the channel starts to grow and the family starts to expand and we have a nice happy family here, there's going to be somebody out there trying to destroy the family. Because that's just what happens. But nonetheless, ran with a 6'3" all year because I didn't think people were good. But then people started getting bigger and started thinking they was good. But once I got triggered, I got bigger. I got stronger. Now, when I run into a 6'6" dude, he stands in the corner. He runs the offense through the 2 guard. Now, when I run into a 6'6" dude, he want to play like an actual point guard. Now that there's no more, now that I'm not at a disadvantage anymore, it's amazing that I'm not at a disadvantage anymore, and now the play styles have changed. Because now instead of looking at your matchup and saying, oh, he's 6'3", it's, oh, he's bigger than me. Have to adjust my gameplay style because I can't do the things that I'm skilled at doing because I can't spam him. He is 6'7" dude that's 230 with 93 perimeter, which we all know that probably means I have interior, which we all know probably means I have strength, which now negates you from being able to do what you want to do. So I like this build. And today you'll see some gameplay of this build in action to just at least showcase how I play and what I do. And then we're going to talk about point generation. We're going to talk about point generation. And I don't even want to start into that because that's for a whole, just wait till the next video today.